Feminines. Welcome to Larissa Lily Temperance. Today we're doing your Divine Masculine check-in. I hope you all are doing well. I know I haven't posted on my schedule, Feminines, but honestly, I've been so tired with the shifts. It's really been draining me, and I've had lots of revelations. I mean, ever since the first eclipse, November 30th, like to now, to the Sagittarius, like I just know that big changes are happening for myself, my feminines, and so I have to say, you know, I've felt a bit overwhelmed with everything lately, and I've needed to rest a lot to kind of think, and I've kind of, you know, as I pick up masculine energy, because today we're going to focus on your masculine energy, your divine masculine only. I also pick up masculine energy, as most of you know. Those who don't know me, I'm very claircognizant, clairsentient, so I pick up on a lot of masculine energy as well because I'm heavy on my masculine. But I've also been in this need for hermit mode myself, and it's like it's almost like I don't want to talk. I don't want to be around anyone. It's a very interesting space. So feminines, I've got a song that I've got for the masculines, and I felt very deeply, and I wanted to share with you, you know, last Friday, but I just couldn't get to it. So I'm going to share the lyrics with you guys. I'm going to link the song below because honestly, this is a gorgeous song, and it has to do with the contract, you know, your contract with your twin and the recognition on their end of the contract. And this song is called Negotiations. It's from Helio Sequence. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Helio Sequence. I love that band, and I just love their music. So I'm going to read the lyrics because even I thought it was beautiful. Is their recognition of this contract, and you know what this hermit judgment has been for them, for these masculines the past fall. So this song goes, it's like a poem, honestly. Nothing repeats in this song. This is why I love this group, because just the singer is very, very profound, his lyrics. So it's heartache, one more chance for you. All those things in the days before, memory leaving what you knew, former times how they follow you. Streetlights fall on hollow night, you see up ahead what could be. No more mysteries, no more penalties. Shake my hand, look right through me. No more false promises, make your stand again. Take these rings, these subtle things, all those things we planned. Go once more down that road. Take the easy way. Just one more time, say those words. Wake me oh so softly. I mean, seriously, wake me oh so softly. You know, this is the recognition of the soul contract. And I really did love this part. Shake my hands, look right through me. And this is just their understanding of the agreement, of also where they stand. They don't want any more false promises. They don't want any more mysteries, or they don't want any penalties being penalized, right, with more karmic lessons. And so this song is so much depth, and I love that it starts with heartache, one more chance for you. That's the heart chakra activation I've been saying for the longest. So again, the energy I'm picking up is forgiveness and guilt, and we've been feeling this for a long time because that emotion is part of the heart awakening. So there's when the death of the ego is happening, and I feel like this is a cycle for a lot of masculines. Again, it's like the masculines went through some levels of ego deaths in gradual cycles, and so this fall there's a lot of recognition of their own self-sabotage, and then it's making them feel very guilty. There's a lot of guilt in that energy, but there's still passion, and it flames, and it's still activated by sacral chakra. So I just still feel a lot of passion and flame coming from the sacral chakra. And also, if any of you feminines have been feeling nervous energy, that's also like them. That's this energy, their heart chakra, their sacral. There's a lot of nervous energy in the masculine right now. So that's the channel message from the masculines, feminines. Excuse my energy. I really am trying. So we're going to pull some energies. Let's see, Spirit. What does the masculines want our feminines to know? So let's see what else do they want to tell us and let us know. What their shifts are right now and where the masculine stands. What do they want us to know, Spirit? Thank you. What else? What do they want us to know? What do the masculines want us to know? Okay, we're going to just take these. So we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And this is, again, nurturing the aspects of the connection that make you bond more closer in terms of friends, in terms of likeness, you know, in terms of how you both are also opposites of each other, because, you know, that's what friendships are. Like it's almost like it is that opposite, because right, they're your opposite, they're your twin, they'll have opposite traits of you that you won't have, and those are the things that you're going to love about them. And I feel like in this time those opposites are strengthening, and you guys, when aligned and when you come into physical union, because right, you're already in spiritual union, when you come into physical union, those opposites will align. And we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And I feel it has to do with that recognition of the soul contract. So no more penalties, no more mysteries, right? Like criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness, and they don't want any of that. This is about their understanding. This is the negotiation. I love this energy because it is about the negotiation, the friendship, about your soul contract of appreciating your differences and the differences of the journey as well, where you both had to experience different karmic lessons, but also respecting each other and understanding that at the end of the day, it's still a magical relationship. And you'll always have that pull towards each other anyway, you know, because it's a connection of growth. So put these aside. So I want to see what the major shift is for the masculines right now, Spirit. Now that I'm recording this on the solstice, so I'll post this tomorrow, Tuesday, just because I'm already late with my postings. So I want to give you feminine something. Spirit, let me just get one. What is the major shift for the masculines right now for the solstice? What are they experiencing? What is this major shift, please? What are the masculines experiencing right now? Yeah, see? The High Priestess. Go within. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. That's what I'm saying. They're still in that inside. They're still internalizing. They're still really thinking about it. But so much is resurfacing during this High Priestess, because so much insight and downloads are coming in, and in terms of this connection with you, feminines, but of the journey itself, of their connection to source. They're connecting more, and again, it's bringing them into meditation and prayer, and so they're more embracing their spiritual aspects, the spiritual sides of themselves that they've neglected, or some of them have never had a spiritual side, and it's like they're actually yearning for it, they're craving for it, which is that nervous energy, and also sacral, right? Because it's just it's giving them this push to really internalize right now, and then understand that they have to be patient with themselves with this process. And I almost feel like they're finally embracing the quietness of this space, because they've never done it. You know, they've never really silenced their mind as much as they're doing it now. I mean, some are again that nervous energy I'm picking, so it's not the most comfortable space, but it's so many revelations, so many like aha moments, so many epiphanies, and just so much is coming up right now. So what else, Spirit? What else does the masculines want our feminines to know? Yeah. What else does the masculines want our feminines to know? Yeah, look, I'm telling you. Honeymoon, which is that Six of Swords, give a relationship a chance, and the religious factors, right? So again, it's that it's that high priestess energy with this religious factor. It's that going within, this is kind of honeymoon, like this is, to me, feels always like a Six of Swords, going into calmer waters, really leaving all the mental battles behind. But it's a 6, it's harmonizing, it's really being more present in the energy. And then here you have to give a relationship a chance, because at this point, work on your partnership. This is the partnership on a 5D level. They're actually, again, we're here with the friendship. They're understanding the aspects and the balance into this connection in terms of, like that, with that what I was feeling. I'm sorry, feminines, I'm just trying to feel what I'm feeling right now. That opposites that I was feeling, where we both have to give this connection a chance, no matter how we're feeling. We can't criticize each other anymore. We are different, in terms of our souls are the same, but our 3D selves, our ego selves are different. And so it's remembering that space and aligning the soul. It's the soul alignment, the recognition, that understanding that you still love each other on a soul level. That friendship, that bond is extremely strong. It's still there. But then there's the ego self. It's the relationship with the ego self. And remember, feminines, you've also had the ego. And so, sorry, feminines, masculines obviously are in a place of having to release a lot of that their old ego. And bottom of that, we have passion. Again, I feel that's the sacral energy that we've been feeling for some time now from them. And we have stay optimistic about your love life. And this is them trying to still stay positive, although there's a lot of guilt. I feel there's still a lot of guilt they're experiencing. Obviously, we have pay attention to the red flags here. Signs are cautioning you. And I feel like this is just them now finally, because they're in this high priestess, the red flags are showing up for them as well. And so, again, so much is resurfacing where they have to obviously acknowledge a lot of themselves, and where they lack their own integrity to themselves. This is acknowledgement to self. This is understanding the ego self as well. Okay, and how that's changing. So many things are just changing for them. So Spirit, what else can we give our feminines? What are our masculines going through right now? I mean, seriously, what did I just say, feminines? Look at this energy. Shattered, epiphany, and exhaustion. Their guilt, their shatter. There's just so much aha moments in this high priestess energy, right? So damaged, brokenhearted, destroyed, realizations, understanding, awakenings, and long journey, depletion, fatigue. And I feel like with the solstice, because all these energies from these eclipses have been very exhausting. I've been feeling this. I'm not gonna lie, I feel exhausted myself. This is why my energy is just as depleted right now. I have a lot of fatigue. But I've also had a lot of realizations this past 2 weeks, and the masculines are also experiencing. So if I'm experiencing, if your feminines are experiencing a lot of these aha moments, so are your masculines. And this is definitely a dismantling of their distorted masculine as well. And so it's not easy energy, and to be honest, I feel it. I feel the intensity of it. So let's see, what else does the masculines want our feminines to know? What else does the masculines want our feminines to know? Beautiful. So new direction, healing, yes, metamorphosis. That's what's happening, because they are healing. And then we have admired, right? So they're healing from their settling ways. Admired the divine feminine here. So this metamorphosis is going to shift them to a new direction. Although all these epiphanies, these realizations, these awakenings are exhausting, it's really a huge shift here. It's the same energy. It's just such a transition, and it's all leading to a new direction, because come 2021, like, twins are really going to be on a different level, and the energy is going to shift. You know, bottom of that, we had unawakened, you know, with this regret. And like I said, they still have a lot of guilt. And this is about their past. They're healing a lot about their unawakened selves. As again, it's exhausting, it's shattering, it's just experiencing their ego self on a different level. It's like they're being mirrored back their old ego self, and it's almost like, it's like, was that me all along? It's almost like it doesn't make sense to them. They also feel very disconnected. They feel very disconnected. Let's see what else comes through, feminines. But this is beautiful energy, because obviously, like I said, you're still the passion for you. They still admire you, feminines. They're still thinking about you. You're very much in the forefront. You're part of this metamorphosis, because, you know, they're thinking of you. They're thinking about their experiences, and what your light has been, and understanding the connection in general. So, Spirit, give me more on the masculines. What else does the masculines want us to know? Let me get one more. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Firm. Look at that. I see. Yep. Emotional withdrawal. Crown chakra. The Tower. Five of Pentacles. And the Heart Awakening. Feminines, I mean. This is such... There's a lot of shattering happening right now. A lot of self-worth. A lot of them are just making shifts financially right now in terms of jobs. Some are losing jobs. Some are transitioning jobs. Some are realizing they want a change. Some are dealing with, you know, abandonment issues. Clearly, there's just a lot of transitions happening right now. There's towers after towers. Which is shaking their crown and their heart, right? Their mind and their heart. So it's such a battle right now, these tower moments with what their mind and their heart wants. But also, again, it's a good tower, because it's really is bringing them back to their heart space. It's making them heal. It's making them really, like, I mean, could we have epiphany, metamorphosis? This Tower, religious factor, this is huge, feminines, you know, but it's all leading them to this new direction, you know, with you as a motivator to this shift in their lives. But they're clearly exhausted. And this is that Eight of Cups is also walking away from the past, but it's also, I feel a lot of exhaustion. Yes, a lot of them are in this prayer position. Which is why what I said here with this High Priestess, right? Because we had take the time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation and prayer, and that's what they're doing. They're taking the time to really think about what's in their heart, their mind and their heart right now with the crown chakra and the heart chakra. This is truly them in meditation space, and I think they're craving for it at the same time. They're learning to appreciate it. Bottom of that is, look at that, firm foundation and solitude again. The Hermit. I mean, they've been in this state. There's a lot of stabilizing, but it's a 4. So a 4. So this is their root chakra. They really are building much firmer foundations right now. It's much more stable. It's going to stabilize them going forward. Finding the appreciation of the experience with this Ace of Wands, right? Reigniting their passions at the same time. Their soul is awakening. You know, it's a heart and soul awakening. All right, so let's see what triggers they're experiencing, Spirit. What are triggers? Some of the triggers that the masculines are experiencing. Let's see what some of the masculines, give me some blockages and triggers right now that they're experiencing for the masculines. What else? Anything else for the masculines? So we have passion, What are you passionate about? This is your purpose, and this is reigniting their purpose, right? So this is heading to a new direction, which is, again, questioning the things, you know, in terms of their jobs, their passions, what they really cared about, what did they prioritize, what did they not prioritize, what it really meant to them. There's a lot of what if, what, why. The meaning of life really is here. True friends, yeah. A lot of this is happening in terms of shattering friendships, things that they no longer are alignment with. You have a community of support. So they really didn't have, this was a blockage. They really didn't have a community of support. And, you know, they're recognizing that even in this journey, no one's going to understand them. So they really are alone. Again, there's a lot of them in their solitude, in the space that they're just, they don't want to share. They don't want to talk. They just want to be quiet right now. And then we have light and dark. You can't know light without darkness. I love this. And I love that saying, stars can't shine without darkness. And it's true. And they're understanding their light and dark sides, but they're also understanding their light and dark sides within their feminine masculine energy, and also within what you brought out in terms of this connection, in terms of their own twin flame journey, their own union to self, you know, their dark and light aspects, and then the imbalance of the masculine feminine energy that they've experienced with you, right? Because these are your opposites. You guys are opposites. You guys have been opposites for a while, where they've been your anchor to your light, and they've been holding the dark. And now it's their turn. Lessons meant to make you stronger. And they're realizing all these lessons and things that they have encountered in their lives, and they've repeated, right? They're shattering, they're exhausted. I really feel the exhaustion here. Like, we have exhaustion. They're tired. They don't want to repeat the patterns anymore. And now it's like, you know what? At this point, they're understanding their free will. And then we have intentions. Ask their intent and set clear ones for yourself. And they never had set intentions for themselves. They were just going with life and not taking full responsibility. And it's them realizing they are responsible to live out their life in integrity. No one else. It's not mommy or daddy. It's not, it's not the ex, husband or wife who hurt them. It's not the ex-boyfriend, girlfriend. It's not the friends who teared them down. At this point, it's time to be clear intent and set clear ones for yourself. They had to be clear of who they're going to surround themselves with, right? No more setbacks, no more people taking advantage of them. And again, do they want to repeat the lessons again? And it's a no. And so they never had set intentions, which is why they kept repeating same lessons. And of course, memories, because it's time to face the triggers. So in this quiet time, that's why they're shattered. There's just so many tower moments of themselves, and how they've been treating their own self, the ego self, the separation of the ego self and the soul self. Right? The soul self is very aware. All right, so let's get some messages from your masculines now. Spirit, what are some messages? Let me see. Okay. What are some messages from the masculines, please? Some messages from masculines. Yep. Embarrassed. I know I've acted childish. I don't know how to approach you now. And again, that state of guilt and regret. So again, this is something they're just going to have to get through at this point, because they know that overall in a lot of aspects of their life, they just were living out life being reactive and not being responsive, right? And then we have why. I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused. And I mean, at this point, there's a lot of asking why, and we're clearing up, because again, This is so much coming to the surface now, and within a year or more. And yeah, we've been seeing timing, you know, for a lot of you, it's going to happen this winter. So there's going to be lots of changes for a lot of connections within the next, you know, the next few months. And all this energy is just clearing way. I don't feel this. What else, Spirit? What else does the masculines want our feminines to know? Mountain, something or someone is standing in between us right now. And for those of them who are still dealing with karmic and closing up karmic cycles, they're closing those things out. On top of that, this is just their self-sabotaging ways, you know, and they're clearing mountains, right? Because we have them standing trying to build their own firm foundations, but look at all these mountains. So there's still things that they need to clear out, really, to solidify themselves and plant themselves. And I love that we have here on the bottom, respect. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. And they do, feminines. They do want to do the right thing, you know. This is about them finally living out their life in high integrity. So what else does the masculines want the feminines to know? You know, I'm interested on how this energy is going to shift in the next coming weeks. All right, so what do we got? The sweet is never as sweet without the bitter. And you know, it's like, at the end of the day, it's that light and dark energy, right? Where, yeah, it's sweet, but it's never sweet without the bitter. So unfortunately, this bitter taste that they're experiencing is part of the process. And then if it's meant to be, it will be. Baby, just let it be. And this is just going with the flow at the moment. They understand. And I feel like they're not putting it's their acceptance of, I have to go through this process. So if it's going to be, it's going to be. It's almost kind of that attitude that they're carrying. I know that this is once in a lifetime love. No one will ever compare to you, and they know this. You know, they do. I was hoping that ignoring you will vanquish my feelings for you, but it didn't work. I realize now more than ever how much you really mean to me, and that they will realize that, of course, in the quietness and the silence. Wow, this has been appearing a lot. I'm worried that you've moved on and that you may not want me anymore. And there is some, again, the fear kicks in this energy, because again, this is not easy energy here, feminines. But the fear will kick in, you know, in these cycles of them feeling like, well, why would she want me? Why would my feminine even want to bother at this point once they start awakening? And so that's something they have to... It's an emotion they have to process themselves as well, which with their own abandonment and their own fears. You know, they have to reach their own self-love. They have to get there. So feminines, this is the quick Divine Masculine check-in. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. Feminines, let me hear from you. I know this is tough energy, but these masculines are moving forward. They still are. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that they're dealing with a lot. But anyways, with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message. Bye.